The story of our planet is a story of survival and loss. 66 million years ago, fire rained from the skies. A massive asteroid, slamming into Earth with the power of billions of bombs, brought an end to the reign of dinosaurs. Or at least, in our timeline. But what if fate had shifted? What if that asteroid missed? What if the thunderous giants of Earth, dinosaurs, had never been erased? This is not the world you know. This is the world that could have been. Close your eyes. Imagine the forests alive with giants not lost to time. Imagine intelligence not born from primates, but from scales, claws, and reptilian minds sharpened through evolution. This film is not about what was, but about what might have been. Welcome to an alternate history. Welcome to the age of intelligent dinosaurs. The screen fills with swirling galaxies, then Earth alive in green, roaring, and full of scales. The narration slows, dramatic, suspenseful. We cross a threshold into imagination. A vision of evolution stretching across endless millions of years. What kind of world would rise? What kind of society would they build? And in such a world, would we, humans, even exist? This is their story. Chapter 1: The World Without Extinction. Imagine the final days of the Cretaceous 66 million years ago. In our real history, this was the end. In this history, it is only the beginning. The asteroid, on its deadly path, misses Earth by a margin so small it defies belief. The sky remains clear. The world doesn't burn. Dinosaurs live on. Rainforests continue their endless stretch. Oceans remain filled with ancient predators. Great herds of herbivores thunder across plains. Tyrannosaurs, raptors, ceratopsians. These titans remain the rulers of Earth. And time keeps moving. Millions of years pass. Climates shift. Lands break apart. New oceans form. But dinosaurs adapt. They grow sharper, more cunning. While mammals hide in the shadows, small and weak, dinosaurs continue to control every part of the globe. But evolution never stops. In our world, mammals took the stage, brains growing, hands learning to shape tools. But in this world, a different path unfolds. Among the predators, speed and intelligence rise. Pack hunters become more coordinated. Raptor-like dinosaurs with keen eyes and quick reflexes begin to think not only of today but of tomorrow. They watch, they plan, they remember. A spark of intelligence glimmers deep within those reptilian skulls. And as millions more years roll by, that spark begins to ignite. Chapter 2: The Rise of Dinosaur Intelligence. Intelligence is not a gift given overnight. It is carved slowly, through pain, struggle, and survival. For dinosaurs, much like for humans later, climate becomes a silent teacher. The world warms. The world cools. Ice spreads. Deserts expand. Only those who can adapt, learn, and act with foresight survive. Raptors, small, sharp, and social, become the architects of something greater. Their minds shift from pure instinct to strategy. They begin to use their claws and tails not just to kill, but to signal, to command, to communicate. Formal language emerges, not spoken like ours, but a mix of sounds, clicks, hisses, and body movements. Over time, this develops into a complex system, the foundation of culture. But language alone is not enough. Like humans once discovered, the key was fire. After storms, when lightning scorches the land, raptors learn to guard the burning branches. They discover fire can drive away bigger predators, can shape wood, can cook meat. The first stone tools appear, sharp edges crafted for cutting. The long age of the stone begins. Not for humans, for dinosaurs. Over millions more years, this intelligence spreads. Different species evolve brains suited for thought. Some herbivores learn farming behavior, securing plants in chosen areas. Diverse communities emerge. By 30 million years ago, while humans don't even exist, dinosaurs have already begun their climb toward civilization. Chapter 3: Birth of Dinosaur Civilizations. The world enters what could be called the Dinosaur Bronze Age. Raptors, with their swift coordination, form early villages. Primitive huts woven from reeds and bones stand along rivers. They discover burial rituals. They paint cliffs with images of the hunt. Their culture has begun. But they are not the only thinkers. Large herbivores, with their size and social structures, begin experimenting with farming-like behaviors, cultivating groves of plants. Some species breed smaller creatures for food. Others develop early writing, scratching marks into stone. Societies divide. Some become farming tribes. Others remain nomadic hunters. The first conflicts arise, not for food alone, but for territory, for pride, for dominance. Weapons of sharpened horn and bone become crafted tools of war. Organized battles echo across primordial valleys. And yet, alongside endless battles, progress grows. Raptors learn to bind stone to wood, axes, spears, blades. Fire hardens clay into ceramic. Shelters transform into villages. Villages grow into town-like constructions. And so, civilization begins its relentless climb. Chapter 4: Age of Empire and Innovation. By the time in our world when humans would still be small apes clinging to trees, dinosaur civilizations have entered their first golden age. Great cities rise near fertile rivers. Ziggurat-like temples of stone are carved with depictions of ancient beasts. Raptors, now evolved into taller, more dexterous beings, walk upright, claws adapted into semi-hands. They farm, they build, they organize armies of thousands. Trade spreads, obsidian, precious shells, bones of rare creatures. Roads and paths link distant clans. For the first time in Earth's history, nature watches the birth of empire, not from humans, but from lizard kings. But empires do not rise without war. Conflicts erupt. Raptors enslave weaker species, bending them to labor. Giant herbivores defending their herds push back. Kingdoms claim territories, rivers, mountains. And yet, struggle fuels innovation. Bronze is discovered, then iron. With each metal, the tools sharpen, the weapons harden, and the buildings soar higher. By 40 million years into this alternate timeline, the world has seen dynasties of scale, empires of claw, civilizations that rise and fall across continents. Chapter 5: Dinosaurs and the Machine of Progress. Civilization hungers. It never stops. After centuries of empires, innovation surges. Wind harnessed, the wheel discovered, vehicles pulled by domesticated creatures, bridges built across mighty rivers. The age of steam takes shape not for humans but for raptors. They mine coal. They forge great furnaces. Locomotive beasts of metal move across stony tracks. Smokestacks rise where once only forests stood. And then, electricity. Lightning captured from the sky turned into power. Communication stretching across distances. A world once dominated by jungle and swamp now roars with mechanical might. They enter their own industrial revolution. Skyships designed from wood and early metals glide across the air, powered by primitive engines. Oceans are crossed with iron ships. Weapons evolve into devastating machines. By now, humans in our world are still barely thinking creatures. Yet, in this alternate vision, dinosaurs already stand on the brink of modernity. Skyscrapers of stone and metal rise. Cities glow with strange colors. The age of industry flows into the birth of true global power. And soon, the stars themselves call. Chapter 6: A World Shared or Ruled. But here comes the question. Where are we, the humans, in this timeline? The truth is simple. We may never exist. If dinosaurs had continued their rise, mammals might have remained small, crushed beneath clawed rulers. Apes may never evolve. Humanity, with all its ambitions, may remain only a forgotten branch on the tree of life. But imagine a darker twist. Suppose humans do evolve, late and weak in a world already claimed. What chance would we have? We would not be the builders of civilization. We would be the prey, the subordinate race, the primitive scavengers barely tolerated by reptilian empires. Would humans be enslaved, hunted, or perhaps nurtured, guided, as pets of masters far older than ourselves? The clash between two intelligent species is inevitable. But the odds in this world are never in our favor. The Earth would belong to dinosaurs. We would live in their shadow or not live at all. Epilogue: the legacy that never was. History is shaped by chance. One rock, one asteroid, one random impact in space ended one story and began ours. But in this vision, the flame of intelligence burned not in us, but in them. Planet ruled by scaled emperors. Cities powered by reptilian science. Wars fought by claw and machine. And perhaps, one day, rockets piercing the void, dinosaurs stepping onto the surface of alien planets. It is a vision both wondrous and terrifying, because when we imagine this lost future, we are reminded of how fragile our own place is in the story of Earth. We think of dominance as destiny, but destiny is only luck. For millions of years, we were nothing. For millions more, the world belonged not to us, but to them. We exist because chance gave us a gift denied to the dinosaurs, or perhaps denied only in our world. In another version of time, in another timeline, they still walk. They still reign. Their empires still rise beneath alien stars. This is not our history, but it could have been. A chilling echo of a future erased from time. And so the question remains, what if dinosaurs had become the masters of intelligence? The answer is simple: the world would never have been ours.